What's going on, guys? Hey, Repeat here, and this is the FilterTime eSpark iRacing Series, hydrated by BeWater.
Let's try that again. What's going on, guys? Hey, Repeat here with you. Let's try that again.
And this is race number 2. Stand by. Got a little bit of echo here. Hold on. Got a little bit of echo here. Hold on. Got a little bit of echo here. Hold on. Got a little bit of echo here.
All right. All right. I think I've got it now. Are you guys hearing an echo out there in chat? Oh, I see what. Hold on. I get it. Hold on. My bad, guys. Okay. That should clear that up. Hold on, I'm getting there, I promise you. Okay. There we go. Now we're all squared away. What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? I apologize for that. A little bit of a technical difficulty. I had my stream running in the background just for a quick audio check. Sorry about that, Mohawk and Swatson Duramax. Duramax, man, good to see you out there, bud. Thanks for coming out. As you can see, qualifying well underway now. First car that we're going to be able to follow out is last week's winner, the Daytona 500 winner, the first ever inaugural FilterTime eSpark Xfinity Series race hydrated by BeWater. And wouldn't you know it, the 28-year-old Jordan Bain was able to come across the start stripe with one and only Mr. HD Motorsports, that's right, Nick Vroman, on his backside. There has been practice going on all afternoon for these guys, and man, they have put every bit of time to use. We've got, I believe, I want to say it's like 40 plus cars are going to be on track, but actually there's just about 50, but only the top 43, so you've got to qualify. There is no sandbagging it. You know what, I'm just going to let these guys work my way up through the field. They've actually got to qualify if they want to race. Those that don't make the field, they still get a point for trying, you know, kind of that old adage, E for effort. But man, Bain and Roman, Jaden Gimbel, and the 17 were fastest in practice. So we'll have to see how that all pans out. 17, I'm working my way back to him right now. It's going to be James Holter. There we go. So, yeah, as you can see, the scoring pylon is absolutely lighting up. Can I get a sound check out there now? Does it sound any better? Or what are... hopefully it's better for you. Let me go ahead and actually turn off or turn... Yeah, okay, I turned off the music. All right, let's see. So he's done with his lap. Let's see if we can't go through the field. It looks like one of the last people to come on out is going to be Josh Parker. Let's see if we can't find him right quick. Oh, I see what happened there. There we go. There's the 50 of John Honeycutt. I apologize. Once I clicked on a car that actually was not on track, it automatically kicked me to scenic. Well, there's never very much going on under the scenic view. But man, it is absolutely great to have everybody back. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I can't wait to get this race started. Again, 40 plus guys out here on track, Atlanta Motor Speedway. It was slick as slick can be in the beginning of the practice. And then as the run went on, those tires really started to go away, and that's when a little bit more of the driver had to come back into play again, because there was not a whole lot that they could do about it if the car got away from them. There's the 32 of Randy Hinshaw. Randy, another one. He's got a lot going on as well. RHR Paints, they actually sponsored the turn down for what series last year. He's done he does a great job with whatever he sets his sights on, whether it's actually racing or with that digital brush or whatever. Let's pick up now on the 18 of Josh Parker in that Interstate Batteries Toyota Supra. He just came across the line. So far, as you see on that scoring pylon, Jordan Bain in that 28 BeWater Ford Mustang, he's still top dog. Then it looks like you've got Mr. Moore, Mr. Onsen, Mr. Nicholson, and Mr. Vroman. So far, that's going to be your top 5. It'll be interesting to see if anybody's able to make up time on possibly a second lap. Looks like that is going to be it. So it looks like once again, week number 2, Mr. Bain, he's going to go ahead and grab that pole. And as we saw last week, the pole position means a ton. But following that bottom going on these races on cold tires, you've really got to manhandle that car, because you can't check up too much, because you're gonna get clobbered by anybody behind you that feels like they might have balls of steel and go into that corner. And as the old saying goes, just send it. You don't want to just send it. Big welcome to the Bear 95. Bear was HD Motorsports teammate at Levine Family Gaming, or Levine Family Racing, whatever you want to say, in season 1 of the Pro League. And then, as we know, Jose 95, or what used to be Jose 720, Mr. Jose Ruiz, he was the Bears teammate in season 2 of the Pro League, and that's also the season that the Bear went on to go ahead and win the championship for Levine Family Gaming, just sadly after Levine Family Racing decided to shut its doors, and all the help that they were getting from Gibbs Racing ceased to exist. I believe some company went on to buy the supplies and tools and technology that the 95 had at the time. But yeah, so I'm gonna guess, unless I could be wrong, I think the 4 people that may not have made the race are going to be John Osborne, Randy Hinshaw, Ed Ryan, and right now everybody is getting a pep talk and going over the rules from the one and only Marty Hensley. A lot of y'all out there know him as the one and only Rock NASCAR. Let's kind of check back in over here. Q-Dog, what's happening? Bain saying, or I'm sorry, Shad, Swats, yeah, you. Again, Swats saying Bain for the win. Q, bud, it's good to see you. So I think those might have been the 4 that that did not make it. But yeah, we will have a full field to get up and get going. All right, so it looks like I see somebody out here on track. I'm not quite sure who that might be. Looks like it's the 53 of John Osborne. He's kind of hanging out behind the pace car. Not quite sure exactly what's going on. Kind of an interesting scenario, because I don't see the rest of the field lined up behind him. Saying 3 to go. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of curious. Yep. Okay, so yeah, something happened with that. I'm going to go ahead and actually, let me pop over into with Dohar and them if I can find out exactly what happened. Let's see, I don't see them. I don't see them in there. They must be in a different channel somewhere. All right, I'm actually going to pop in with, okay, they must have just called them back out. Okay. So, yeah, looks like they're going to go ahead and reset that. I'm going to pop in right quick with Boehner HD, Jeff No, Mike York, and Stan Carnathan. Kind of get a little bit of a 4-1-1 break. Boehner, Nick Vroman, Jeff No, Mike York, and Stan Carnathan. It's Pete up in the booth. Guys, what's going on with this track? What's going on with this field?
Hey, first off, you didn't say my name, Pete.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Pete?
I gotcha.
Pete, I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, man. Should be a good one. Hopefully, we get some long green flag runs in.
Well, now, timeout. Right now, I'm seeing an empty track. No cars on track. Are you guys going green here, or what's happening?
No. We got a little session here that's going to get skipped, and then you'll see us all grid here probably in the next couple minutes.
Okay. All right, yeah, because right now I'm just seeing bare track. I saw John Osborne, Marty Hensley, Ed Ryan, and Randy Hinshaw all line up behind the pace car, and then they all disappeared. The scoring pylon is showing me 3 to go, so I wasn't quite sure what happened.
No, they accidentally went into the heat race. Long story short, that wasn't supposed to happen, but the feature is coming up here in a second.
Okay, very cool. I definitely appreciate it, and yeah, me and the rest of the chat will kind of keep an ear to the ground. Good luck, everybody. Nicholas Vroman, except you, sir. No, good luck, everybody. I appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Pete. Have fun.
Thanks, Peter.
Ah, he called me Peter. There's a skeeter on my Peter. Never mind. Let's see.
I also do want to thank everybody because I know this overlap.
All right, so now that we have somewhat of an idea as to what's going on, and there is old Jaden Gimbel in there saying it's all Big John's fault right after Fry Dog. All right, so Jaden Gimbel saying a heat race. So that, I'm going to guess those are the 4 people that backed out. And they've got just a little bit to go ahead and get ready to get gridded up. Okay, there's the timer now on the scoring pylon. 5 minutes. I'll have to get used to that because it's going to add to a little bit of confusion. But that's okay. That is all right. That gives me a second to make sure that I'm hydrated. A little bit of BeWater. All right, so it looks like they're going to start gridding up here. I forgot that iRacing added the option to go right to green rather than having to wait for that to all come down. All right, so here we go. Here's our running order. Let's see if we can't actually get to what I wanted to do. All right, so looks like it's going to be Jordan Bain in that number 28 BeWater Ford Mustang. He's going to have Timothy Moore in that 74 Caterpillar Toyota. Zach Onson in the number 20. Then you got Nathan Nicholson in that 47 Monster Machine. Oh, Nicholas Vroman. He's going to start P5. There he is gridded up in that Prime Time Machine. Tom Flitty in that Double Bubble. Number 8. Maxwell Castro in his number 27 Next Level Racing Machine. Cody Giles in that number 16. Gotta love that Roadrunner. Jaden Gimbel in that number 81 HMG Innovations. Looks like Chevy Camaro. Elliot Henderson in that number 37 EHG Toyota. Kyle Knapp, 42 Infinite. James Holzer, 17 Rays Camaro. Derek Garrison, or some of y'all may remember him as D-Mitch on the console side. He's got that 13 Rocket Machine. 14 is going to be Joey Stone in that number 6 Advanced Camaro. And we'll get up to 15 here with Jacob Kerr in that number 11 eSpark Series Hydrated by BeWater Toyota. Let's go ahead and jump back up here to our top 2. High, wide, and handsome. Getting through the banking. Here is our field, ladies and gents. Here is our field. So to give you an actual count, there are 43 cars on track here tonight from Atlanta Motor Speedway in the eSpark Xfinity Series, hydrated by BeWater. Main sponsor, the one and only FilterTime, headed up by Coke and Dale Jr. Fujimo, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Absolutely appreciate you. Guys and gals, we're going to get these guys and set them free here just a moment. Everything's all cranked up, ready to go. 43 cars. Hopefully we won't see a whole bunch of cautions. Green flags in the air. '27, 37, and 8. Thought about taking that 3 wide. 8 of Flitcroft up behind the 95 of Roman. 47 thought about sliding up, but the hole was already closed. Back to the 81 of Gimbal, kind of looking ahead from what he's seeing. A little bit of a gap here. 27 of Castro down low. Bain looks like he's got clear sailing. And if you followed any of the NNR series, Roman was always talking about clean air. Well, right now Jordan Bain, he's got every bit of that benefit. Looking on back through the field, got quite a bit going on. This is back from the 6 of Joey Stone, still 13 and 10 right around him. Then we got the 41 of Justin Mons a little bit further back in the field, still rocking that happy birthday scheme for his son. A lot of air, says Broom Broom, let him free. Absolutely has. Sharis, thank you very much for the follow. Absolutely appreciate it. So far, nobody's missed anything up front. Little bit of looseness. I'm not sure if the 8 meant to do that and dive on down the 81 of Honeycutt or not, but they are side by side. Well, somehow we missed the pass for the lead. Let's see if we can't go back and actually see exactly how that happened. Let's take a look. With everything that's going on the track, you could just imagine how busy the activity list is. And boy, if I could show you this, man, holy cow. In the meantime, let's kind of take a look around here. Let's actually go on and find Jordan Bain. There he is sitting in P number 3. I'm gonna guess. Let's actually take a look at that right front of Jordan Bain, just in case he went on up and smacked that wall. No, I don't see any kind of an issue there. So I guess maybe it was just on pure speed alone. Either way, pretty interesting. 47 to the outside of 28. Baines definitely got to hold his line. Nate Nicholson up high. It looks like they're going to be able to come too wide through the tri-oval, and very, very close in tow is going to be that 42 of Kyle Knapp with Jaden Gimbel not too far off their bumper. The draft here is very, very real, and so far it looks like Zach Onson, he's got eyes for the 95 of Ole Mr. Roman. As you look back going through the field, whole lot of action back there. But this 20, he's not going to let go. He knows if he stays in that 95's rear view, maybe he can shake him. Maybe he can get to the nerves of the one and only HD Motorsports, but I don't think so. This is what he's seeing, getting ever closer. Oh, vroom, vroom, Broman on the back. Make sure you go and give him a follow. He's actually thinking about streaming here again pretty soon. It'll be interesting to see if he does. So far, 10 laps in. This is the start of lap number 11, all caution free. I didn't get a lap count before. I'm sorry, a fuel run from these guys beforehand, but. If you've got a stack of cars like this, everybody coming down pit road at the same time, man, it's going to make it interesting. Let's go through the field. Almost a little bit of 3 wide here. Looks like it's going to be the 17 of Holzer, the 8 car of Flitcroft, and the 74. I'm sorry, 8, 17, and 18 rather. And while you see the 18, it's showing the 24 on my side, which tells me it's just a difference in the number. A lot of air saying, let's go Brittle. Let's go on back and find old Mr. Brittle. Looking back at that number 10 car right now sitting in P16. He's up 5 positions so far. And as I was explaining to the Bear, when he jumped in here, this is like his first legit race. When he jumped in here, I told him, unlike the heat side, the one thing you really got to watch for or take notice of is your wear. This isn't like heat where you could just go balls to the walls and try to just move on up through the field. You absolutely have to control everything that you're doing. Speaking of the Bear, let's go ahead and pick up on him. There he is, rocking that 3. Let's take a look up the track from him. From the gyro. Now I was really curious. Oh, a little bit of contact with that outside wall, but it doesn't look like it was going to be all that bad. Let's see if we can't get a look. A little bit of scrapage. And looks like his hood might be slightly dented. So I don't expect, and Bear didn't expect a whole lot when talking to him in pre-race. He said, man, I just really want to try to turn all the laps that I can tonight. I don't care how many times I get lapped. He's just out here for the seat time. But I can guarantee you, by the end of this season, the Bear will be up front. Again, great to see Josh Harbin finally jump on the iRacing wagon and come on over. Little loose there. He had to probably gave the 95 a little bit of a scare. Let's actually jump back on up with old Nick Roman. There he is running low. It looks like he's kind of shaking the 20 car that was on his tail, Zach Onson. Oh, looks like caution's out. Let's see if this is the reason for it. Just trying to go through, see what I can find. There it is. So it looks like it's just a little bit further back. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, was that the 19? Not 100% sure. All right, so everybody's going to have a chance now to come on down pit road, grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, fill it up, no doubt in my mind. And as you see, they're already coming off pit road. It looks like the leader is going to be the 37 of Elliot Henderson. He's able to go ahead and grab the tail end of that pace car, and he's got the 10 of Hunter Brittle right behind him. Let's see if maybe we can't grab a quick word with Mr. Henderson. Mr. Henderson, it is repeat live up in the booth. You got a copy in that number 37, sir. Mr. Henderson, you copy, sir? There we go. Let's try that one more time. Mr. Henderson, it's repeat live in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, what's going on?
There we go. Now I got you. I had a little bit of an issue there, man. Well, I see that you're able to come on off pit road. You got the 10 tier outside. So far, so good. 19 laps, or roughly 19 laps, all under green. It's been Bain and Vroman up front for the most part. You got that 95 in your rear view. You got anything to hold them off now that you got that clean air?
Oh, I think he took 2. I don't know that clean air is going to mean a whole lot. I'm kind of expecting another caution in a few laps here, and we'll see what happens. But stayed out because I want to keep these sets of tires, and we'll see what happens, man.
Well, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. If all they did was take 2 and you stayed out, it's going to be a great points night for you. Hopefully, at least I think you get a point for leading a lap. Oh, hold on to it, buddy. Good job. Way to save on to it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move him on back to his team. I hope I didn't cause that. I thought it was going to be on 2 to go. My fault completely. Fry Dog, they've got 5 sets total, but the set that they qualified on is the set that they had to start the race with. I tell you what, I got to give a good hands moment to the 37 of Mr. Henderson, getting up and getting going, trying to restart. I'm going to guess in second gear, dropped it back to third to get back on that throttle, saved it, didn't wreck the 95. Good for him. All right, so it looks like 37 is now pretty stable again, Mr. Henderson. If you go back and you watch this, congratulations on a job well saved. So let's go on back up front. Looks like right now the 47 of Mr. Nicholson and Kyle Knapp are going to be 1-2, and they've got the 8 of old Mr. Flitcroft there riding P number 3, Josh Parker P4, and James Holzer in that number 17 Ray's Camaro rocking P5. You got the 10 of Mr. Brittle, Maxwell Castro P7, Joey Stone P8, Nick Broman P9, and Brendan Book rocking that number 5 right there, that number 5 Target Camaro right there in P number 10. Toasted Gamer saying, Pete, I missed you. Aw, Toasted, man, I'm not gonna lie, I miss NNR too, man. White Walker saying Osborne for the win. Fry Dog saying it's all Big John's fault because I wasn't informed. Yeah, but man, a whole lot has happened since then, and we are, one caution with 43 cars out there on track. I gotta say, so far, this is a win, hands down. Kind of go through the field just a little bit more. Let's go on back here. Pick up on old J-Mac. Jordan McGraw in this number 34. Looking pretty good in this Dreamcast Camaro. He's got the 64 of DJ Stagner right behind him. And how about this? A little bit further back, the 82, also rocking those BeWater colors. This is Stan Carnathan. We got Brittle and Jose Ruiz in this number 23 Juicy Fruit. Just a couple of spots back. Behind him, you see the 14 there. That's going to be Tom Sears. And oh, by the way, here's that primetime Camaro for Mr. Vroman. Vroman all the way back to P18. So I'm going to guess he did actually take just right side tires. Maybe trying to save a little bit, not 100% sure. Boehner's back here as well. And then there's also the 51 of Mr. Matt Heel. Whole lot going on. We talked to the 37 of Elliot Henderson under that caution, and he said that he stayed out. Look at how far back he's fallen. I really do hope, and you know what? I am 100% guilty. I didn't read through all the rules. I hope that gave this guy at least 1 point for staying out. Speaking of points, you see underneath that scoring pylon, now trading INKW. We're trying to get this company, Green Concepts, the company that owns BeWater, the secondary sponsor of the FilterTime eSpark Xfinity Series, hydrated by them to come on up in their stocks a little bit. Right now, that their stocks are still a penny. I went over and bought about 3,500 shares just last week, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Also, if you go down, hopefully it's going to rise up. They got a lot of plans in the making, including what they dub a highly nutritious hemp water, nutritious for the body. And then, of course, on the bottom right-hand side, it says, see the about info, or the info below, for a great deal on a case of BeWater. Put in promo code BFAST, and you knock $5 right off the price. Picking up with the 77 of Tyler Dohar back here in 32nd, rocking that FilterTime Camaro. And I got to tell you, he's rocking a brand new paint scheme that was made up by Jaden Gimbel. And this is the same paint scheme that he actually started Pro League Season 1 with. This is where he got his start when he got the tap on the shoulder by Blake Koch and Dale Jr. to run in the Junior Motorsports entry for Pro League Season 1 and Pro League Season 2. So rocking where it all started for him. Behind him, you see the 7 of Derek Garrison in this number 13. We also just saw the 7 there as well. 7 is that same Jurassic paint scheme that we saw last week. Have some issues at Daytona. So far, it looks like this car is mostly in one piece. See a little bit of an issue over the right hood. It looks like one of the flaps is just slightly dented in, which kind of makes me think that on the right-hand side, he probably has a little bit of damage. And yeah, there you go. What's happening, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming on out. Definitely appreciate you. Hope all is well. All right, let's kind of move back on up front here and see what's going on. As it looks like, Fry has Fry taken the lead? Nope, I wasn't all the way up. There we go. Josh Parker in that number 18. If I'm not mistaken, Josh Parker is Dan Buttafuoco's teammate on the, he was on Pro League Season 2, and I think these are the colors that he ran. So Josh Parker able to work his way on up into the lead. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit on how that happened, maybe. It all happened so fast, and so many things happened throughout the race. It's kind of hard to keep up and try to grab a highlight for you. So far now, 35 laps in out of 120, and everybody doing a phenomenal job. It looks like we've got 40 out of the 43 cars still out here on track. Red, buddy, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Absolutely appreciate you. Okay, note to self, I need to do a better job at keeping up with passes for the lead. Let's see, Josh Parker, only driver to also win a Coke Series iRacing race and Pro League race. There you go. Red, definitely appreciate that. On console. Man, talk about a couple of feathers in his cap. Absolutely. And Red, I got to be honest with you. I really thought that we were going to see, Brian Tedeschi and Track Bar out here as well, but yet so far haven't seen those guys. Catching up with the 6 right now of Joey Stone. Looks like he's got a little bit of breathing room. Kind of looking behind. He's got just a few people up ahead. Right now he's sitting in P number 6, up 8 spots from where he started. And look at the off throttle time as you see the flames coming out the tailpipes where he's off the gas and trying to get back in. As you see the 42 rather of Kyle Knapp, little loose right there off turn number 2. Bear is a little bit further in the back. He's doing everything that he possibly could. He was actually just about to go a lap down, if he didn't actually go a lap down, to the 95 of Roman, and then oh my God, I can't talk. And just then a caution came out. So if he was lapped, he would have been able to get right back on the lead lap. Let's actually go on back and pick up with Josh Harbin. There he is. So the man, there you see the 18 right in front of him. So the Bear, in pre-race, I talked to him. He said, Pete, all I want to do is run all the laps and get as much seat time as I can. This is literally his first real race. I don't think he's ran any officials or anything like that. I think just a few people. And in fact, I think, Red, you were one of the people that were helping him get settled in and get ready for this race. As you see the 8 of Tom Flitcroft, old Tom Flitty, come on up behind him. 40, got to stay, don't got to go up that high. But you want to make sure that he gave enough room for those that are in the lead positions to get on by. Midnight last night. You know, talk about friends, you know, and what you do for them. Good for you, dude. Absolutely. So Josh Parker right now, he's got all kinds of clean air on the nose. 17 of James Holzer sitting P number 3. Flitcroft right now in P number 4. I'm sorry. Flitcroft is in P3. But how about old Brendan Book here in this number 5 target machine? Up 26 positions. In fact, I think he's the biggest mover. He is absolutely the biggest mover in the race so far, as you see a few people coming off of pit road. Now, when we talked to the 37 during that caution, he said that he and a couple of others stayed out, and he thought that a few other people only took right side tires. So if that's the case, those are the people that we're seeing coming out. They're hoping for a caution to come back out when everybody was all racked and stacked back up, but not so much. Everybody running this race like a true champ. You want to know what it's like to be a spectator here on the mezzanine at Atlanta Motor Speedway? Here you go. We actually got to go to this track a few years back before NNR had actually become NNR. And, man, these are very, very close to what our seats look like. You got the folds of honor, big flag in the middle of the tri-oval, and you see all the way to the back of the track. There you see the 17 of James Holzer. He's going to put a little bit of a charge on Josh Parker. And let's see if we can actually get back with him right now. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Looking back, 17 looks like he's actually going to go ahead and lead that lap. All right, so it looks like a few people have started to go down pit road. It looks like Mr. Toll has gone down pit road. Josh Harbin has gone down pit road. But so far, there's others that are just staying out to do everything that they can. And the more these guys stay out as fast as they are absolutely putting cars' laps down. So they stay out, caution comes out. There's a whole lot of people that are going to be trapped one lap down. In fact, let me see if I go on through the field. All right, looking. Okay, so as you can see there, everybody inside the top 30 is still on the lead lap. But James Holzer and Parker, they can't stay out forever. Here you see the 48 coming up with a head of steam, no doubt on some fresh tires. So he's going to go ahead and get his lap back. There you see the 17 just ahead of him. He's hoping that he can just keep the momentum on the high side, keep that thing wound up. But the 48's going to run him down, pass him low, and get right back on the lead lap the old-fashioned way. Oh, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming back out this week. In case you missed it, the 28 of Jordan Bain, last week's Daytona winner, he did start on pole, and there we're watching the 28 of Parker come on down pit road. So let's catch back up with the 17 of James Holzer, keeping that Rays Camaro high, wide, and handsome. Doesn't look like he's got any damage on the right side, and he's blinking a little bit, so we're going to back off of him. Looks like Holzer Flitcroft rather, has a little bit of competition there. You see the target Camaro for Brendan Book, and then Joey Stone in that number 6, trying to run down and make up a couple more spots, maybe before he pits. But Stone right now sitting in P number 4. Good run for him. Last week at Daytona, he was all the way in the back, waited for a big one or two to happen, which did happen, and then he was able to go on up, and I believe he finished inside the top 10. Big old shake and bake emoji again. There you see Flitcroft right there. You want to see old Mr. Honeycutt? How about Mr. Honeycutt right now sitting in the 12th position? Again, rocking those high-tech security colors on this number 50 Camaro. Looking pretty good as always. All right, so far still no competition for Mr. Holzer up front. He's got some cars in his sights, but because he's still running so high and you could hear how long he's out of the throttle, he is absolutely hoping that a caution will come out and trap more cars a lap down. Getting a better look at this number 17 Raise Energy Camaro. Funny enough, I'm actually drinking that right now. And I keep forgetting that he's blinking. So yeah, let's go on over to Mr. Brendan Book in that in second place rather, the number 5 Target Camaro. Good job for him too. I think I mentioned Cody Pennell earlier and Jordan McGraw, but yeah, Brendan Book now up 28 spots. So started P30 up to P2. Joey Stone right behind him. Oskinia, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate you. So yeah, Joey Stone P3, Maxwell Castro P number 4, and Jordan McGraw, J-Mac, right now in the top 5. Doesn't look like Jordan really has any kind of competition behind him. You do still see cars peeling off pit road, about ready to come on up. Cape cheered the 5 little bitties. Cape, thank you very much, buddy. All right, starting to see more and more people work their way on these brand new Eagle Feel Goods. That's going to be the 14 right there. Just moved his way right on by the 34 Jordan McGraw. Here you see the 8 of Tom Flitcroft. He's coming with a head of steam. 4 brand new tires on that bubblegum number 8. Now, I got to tell you, I don't know if I'd actually, if I'm the 8 of Tom or any other car, I don't know if I'd actually come ripping through the field like that. I really don't. So we'll have to see how Tom is, what he's thinking about his car just a little bit later on in that run. As you see the 12 right there, that's going to be Ryan Pennell in that Menards Ford Mustang, getting closer and closer to the front, but still nobody up there with Mr. Holzer except for Mr. Book, and he's not on the back bumper of that number 17 yet either. He's still got, about 3.5 seconds before he can even get to that. But he's got a little bit of a push from Joey Stone, Maxwell Castro right there as well. Joey Stone on that high side, a little bit of momentum, going to try to possibly get by the 5 of Book. No dice, though. Here comes that 8. He is on a mission. He wants his lap back, and in the worst way. But one good thing, I believe that with the 8 passing these guys, and the Brendan Book now behind James Holzer, he's going to be the first car 1 lap down. But there you see the 91. He's also wanting to be the first car lap down. So kind of a race within the race. Cape says he loves that Dreamcast car. Man, I absolutely have to agree. That's a really, really nice number 34 for old Jordan McGraw. Can't complain about that Camaro one bit. Actually, let's go ahead and actually get a better view of that thing. Hey, look at that. McGraw going across the windshield. FilterTime on the opposite side. Yeah, that is a beautiful, beautiful car. Jordan McGraw out of Bridgeport, Texas. Very nice looking car. Let's check up with P7. You know, at Daytona, I talked a little bit about Jose and said he's somebody that is always there at the end. And man, I wasn't kidding. Here he is right now sitting in P7, and he just takes. Hey, it looks like caution's going to be out. Let's see if we can't find out what that was for. Grandpa Coey, thank you very much for the sub, sir. Definitely appreciate you. All right, so we saw a little bit of an issue between the 3, and then we just saw the 20 tag that outside wall as well. Red, appreciate the host, sir. Let's see if we can't get a better look one more time. We saw that one. So, yeah, we saw the 3. He went up into the outside wall, came on back down, tagged the outside of the 20, and sent the 20 through the spin cycle. Very, very unfortunate. But these guys do have 1 fast repair, and I believe this is going to be the first caution with any real damage on any of the cars. Let's get back up with the 17 of James Holzer. You see him on pit road, and I see other cars going on by. So we'll see where Holzer comes on out. Joey Jackhammer saying Team Joey Stone. Let's see, Mr. Stone, here he is in that number 6 Advanced Camaro. Not a bad get up and go coming out of the pit stall rather. Barely spun him. He's gonna have a little bit of a race coming off the pit road though with the number 5. Both of them have to stay under that blend line so you don't get a black flag. So far, Mr. Holzer looks like he is going to retain that lead. We'll see what happens when they come on by the start stripe, see what scoring shows. So in the instance nobody came down pit road, Mr. Holzer would be your leader. Kind of threw us for a loop before. In case we can't actually pull Mr. Holzer though, it looks like Brendan Book in the number 5 would be the next guy we would try to talk to. Vroom Vroom is a little bit further back. Vroom Vroom is right now sitting in P number 17. I think during the first caution, Coey, he came on down pit road, but only took 2 tires. So it didn't quite play out in his favor. All right, so it's still showing. Let's see. And if I'm not mistaken, Holzer and Brendan are on the same team and in the same. I may not be able to pull him either. So let's go on to the next guy. That would be Joey Stone. All right, let's see if we can't catch up with Stone. I'm pretty sure we'd be able to. Let's try this here. Joey Stone, it's Repeat live in the booth. Buddy, you got a copy in that number 6 Advanced Camaro. Joey, you got a copy, sir. All right, actually looks like Joey might be paying a little bit more attention to the race, and I don't blame him one bit. So we're going to go ahead and get him back with his team. All right, so as it looks like James Holzer was going to be, or is going to be, your leader. I think he just said 1 to go, if I'm not mistaken. You want to see Tim Moore, huh? All right, let's find old Mr. Moore. There we go. It looks like he's blinking just a little bit. But let's take a look at that number 74 Caterpillar Toyota Supra. Doesn't look too shabby one bit. Right now, Mr. Moore is sitting back there in a 22nd position. All right, so back up with James Holzer. He's got the 5 of Brandon Book to the outside. Joey Stone, P3. Jordan McGraw, J-Mac in P number 4. And DJ Stagner sitting right there in P5. Jose Ruiz, P6. Zach Onson, Jacob Kerr, Jason Keffer, and Jordan Bain. That's going to be your top 10 on the restart. Absolutely, Fry Dog. No problem whatsoever. Excuse me, Cousin Fry. No problem whatsoever. Always got to pay homage to my elders, even if it's only by a day. All right, so green flag back in the air. 17, 5, 6, 34, and the 23 of Jose Ruiz going to take that green. 17 of Holtzer's got the clean air. 5 right behind. 34. He's going to try to dig under the 5, and the 5 comes on down. Shuts that door. Joey Stone, looks like he's going to be able to fall in line. Top 4, all single file. 20, a little bit further in the background. He went around, but because he's on the apron, I don't believe we're going to see a yellow. I was talking to a couple of guys in pre-race, and a few of them said to watch for this 17. He's very good here. He's very fast in practice. I think he was P2, P3 in practice, and he's showing why. That's why I said I gotta pay. I have to respect my elders, Cousin Fry. You are 1 day older than me, June 25th. I'm the 26th. So you are my elder, Uncle Fry, Cousin Fry, whatever. All right, you saw the 5 come on by the 17, and that's going to give him all that clean air. But when they were just going around, you see the 20 Tony Stewart throwback just going through this. I'm sorry, he's on the same side of the track as these guys. And I'm going to assume that he's going to have a little bit of damage. I missed it. Dang it, I missed it. All right, that's okay. I'm not older. I refuse to be older. Guys and gals, guy that's pretty popular in his own right, the 6 car of Joey Stone. He's now got the lead. Brendan Book P2, Jose Ruiz P3, James Holzer P4, and DJ Stagner. How about Jose 95, Jose 720, Jose Ruiz in this number 23, now sitting P2, going to try to look low underneath the 5, or underneath the 6, but just wasn't quite able to get the throttle down. You saw the rear end kind of come, or try to come around a little bit. Here comes the 64, DJ Stagner, looking to the left rear now, door, bumper, not clear. 23 still to the outside. 64 is going to try to get up there. Jose holding tight on that outside. He should have him clear going into 1. Good job by the 64. One more spot. 23, I think it might have lost the nose there just a little bit. Might have a challenge for the lead here. There he is, 64, looking to the inside of the 6. Joey Stone's going to try to fight back on the high side or do the right thing and just conserve brand new leader, DJ Stagner. I agree, Cape. We could actually see just how good that 17 is on the long run. I don't believe he's actually fallen back too far, actually fallen back to about P8. He's right in front of Jordan McGraw right now. As you see, the 64 DJ Stagner starting to run down this number 20. 20 car right now still, or not right now, but being piloted. See if I can find him. Not 100% sure, but that's okay. He is running a different number. That's why I'm not able to see him. But that's okay. How about behind the 6 of Joey Stone? 3 wide. Coming off P4. It looks like Boehner trying to fight his way back. Good to see that. Started on pole and fell back after a differing tire strategy than the rest of the field. Was one of the fastest in pre-race. Now the top 5, or behind the leader, I should say, they are side by side, 2 rows deep. It looks like that 20 may have actually brought that Camaro, I'm sorry, that Toyota down pit road to get out of the way of the fight for the lead. No sense in doing that. He knew that he had an alien machine after tagging the inside wall on the restart. And that is one thing that these guys were all talking about in pre-race, how loose these cars were getting up to speed. And yeah, a few of them have proved it. But once that looseness goes away, then you're fighting tight. We saw the 17 prior to that caution coming out, really running that high side and out of the throttle quite a bit before he's able to get back in and get back up and get going again. So you wanted to know or you wanted to see just how good the 17 of Holzer is. Was leading. He's fallen back now just behind the 5 of Brandon Book. Only fell back to P8. So not too bad. 64 still your leader. 23 of Jose Ruiz still P2. Joey Stone P3. Zach Onsen P number 4, and Kyle Knapp rounding out your top 5. Joey Jackhammer saying still going with the 6 home track win. Cape also agrees 6 car looks pretty good. Grandpa Go is saying Boehner the tire saver. You're not kidding at all. '20 is Zach Onsen all over the back bumper of that 6 of Joey Stone, and then you got the 28. You got the 23, so all nose to tail. So there is a draft effect here at Atlanta. And if you stay lined up, you could absolutely run down that heat. As you see, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th all take different lines coming through that side of the track. And it just goes to show the different ways that their cars are all working, and they were able to make that work. Looking at the fight between that 20 and the 28. Boehner down low. Both guys holding their line. I'm going to guess that the 20, though, once he gets off the corner, he's going to have a little bit of a pull from the guys in front. In fact, he does. Pulls just about up to the left rear door now of Boehner, but cannot quite get him past. Go a little bit further back to one of our previous leaders. Going to be the 18 of Josh Parker, right now sitting in P number 8. He did lead a few laps. Behind him, you've got the number 5 of Brendan Book, the 34 of old Jordan McGraw, and then, of course, the number 8 Hubba Bubba machine for old Tom Flitcroft. Tom up high. Doesn't really look like he's got any issues with that number 8 Camaro this week. Last week, it was on between him and the 1 that actually brought out the first big one we had on like lap number 18. Collected pretty much the whole field. I'm sure that is something that he doesn't ever want to be the cause of or be involved in again. Back up with the leader. You see the 6 of Joey Stone getting closer and closer and closer. Looks like the 28 of Bain is going to try to look underneath the 23 of Ruiz to actually get back to that fight. There you go. 28 down low. 23 stayed up high, gave him plenty of room. 23, he was on the charge pretty early, so it might just be might be Bain's time to come on up and try to get closer and closer to that lead. We're going to be at lap 90 here in just a couple laps, so 32 laps remaining here from Atlanta Motor Speedway in the FilterTime eSpark Xfinity Series, hydrated by the one and only BeWater. 18 of Josh Parker looking underneath the 20 of Zach Onsen. A little bit further back, you got the 8 still to the outside of the 5 of Brendan Book. The 11 very, very close right there in tow. 11 again is going to be Jacob Kerr. A little bit further back, you got Jordan McGraw in that number 34. And then Nathan Nicholson, John Honeycutt. You got the 21 of Cody Pinnell right behind Honeycutt in that Camaro. Nice looking throwback to the Wood Brothers number 21 Ford Motorcraft. Timothy Moore, there's the man. Matt Heel, and then of course Nick Broman back here down 16 spots to 21st. He's going to be able to slide right up in front of that number 14, which was Jeremy Brolt. Nope, it must have been a lap down car. Disregard that. 14 is going to be Tom Sears. And then there's the 41 of Justin Mons, right in front of the 27. That's going to be Maxwell Castro. Back up front, still same leader. Third verse, the same as the first. 6 car of Joey Stone, ever stalking as we see the 12 car, Mr. Pinnell, come on down pit road. So it looks like green flag pit stops now underway. So let's play the waiting game. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be thinking that. Who's going to stay out, thinking that a caution may happen? I'm seeing all kinds of guys passing those, coming on down pit road to grab those 4 brand new Eagle Field Goods to get them all racked and stacked back up. Looks like the leader, Mr. Stagner, has come on down pit road. So that's going to hand the lead over to the 6 of Joey Stone. That's going to make old Joey Jackhammer 92 very happy. His boys to the lead. Jordan Bain, though, right there, right up his tailpipe. He wants that lead back. He started from the pole, fell back after the first round of pit stops. 6 is going to bring it on down pit road. Jordan Bain's going to lead another lap. Kyle Knapp is going to be P2, but Knapp is a good, 2 seconds behind Jordan Bain. And then you got James Holzer in the 17. He stayed out very late before it. Tom Flitcroft in the 8. And then the 23 of Jose Ruiz. That's now going to be your top 5. So Bain, Knapp, Holzer, Flitcroft, and Ruiz. Jacob Kerr, Kepper, Jordan McGraw, Tyler Dohar back here in this number 77 FilterTime Camaro, and then the 27 of old Maxwell Castro. That is going to round out your top 10 as they lie. But you can bet that they're all going to have to come on down pit road here pretty soon to grab those 4 brand new Eagle Field Goods. And it looks like Josh Parker has crashed. Let's see if we can find out what happened with him. Looks like him and Joey Stone coming off the pit road together, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Yeah, so that's your caution, ladies and gents. That's just weird. I don't get this. Maybe somebody out there in chat will get this. I'm hoping he's not doing that to try to manipulate the running order of things, bringing the caution out. The admins will definitely have to go back and look at that. It doesn't look like his wheel died or whatever that was, but I'm sorry, not Maxwell Castro, excuse me. Parker, excuse me. So Jordan Bain's going to retain the lead, and the admins will definitely have to go back and look and find out what happened there with Mr. Parker. I'm still at a loss here. I don't get it. Him and Joey Stone coming off pit road together. No contact between the two. 6 giving plenty of space. 18 just pulled in, and that's it. So let's see if we can find where he's at. I'm going to guess maybe Mr. Parker hit the retire button. 24 laps to go. It's kind of unfortunate because, I mean, I'm not quite sure what happened. But we're going to go on and get back up. Looks like it's going to be the 17 of James Holzer. He's going to inherit the lead coming off pit road. Jordan Bain to his outside. Now, I know that we can't talk to Holzer, so let's see if we can talk to Bain. We should be able to get a hold of Mr. Bain right now. Jordan Bain, it is the one and only repeat up here live in the booth. Buddy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jordan, I don't know exactly what that was. The 6 and the 18 came off pit road. The 6 kept on going, and the 18 literally just pulled to the inside wall and stopped. I'm going to guess it's something that the admins will have to go over. But, buddy, you kind of fell off sequence in the first caution, and we watched you slowly but surely work your way up to where you took the lead after the other leaders pit. You definitely looked like you had something for Stone and the 34 and a couple of others. Holzer's been fast. He was fast in practice. Do you have anything for him now, sir?
Yeah, we'll see. Long runs suit me better, but the good news is, thanks to what I did there, I got 2 sets of tires left. So if we have some cautions here at the end, I'm going to have an extra set on everyone. So we'll see if that matters. I don't know how many cars we have on the lead lap. I'm assuming it's a lot when a lot of guys take a wave around. So guess that doesn't really help me all that much now that I see how many cars are on the lead lap. So we're just going to go race them here and burn them up.
Well, buddy, you won Daytona last week in that number 28 BeWater Ford Mustang. Can you make it 2 for 2, sir?
I think we can. Holzer's awfully good, but this run's going to... If we actually do go green to the end, I think I got something for him. But if we don't, then it's just going to come down to us driving the crap out of the cars, and he might have me if it comes down to that.
Well, bud, I believe you're going to take the green with 22 to go. If you're actually coming to 1 to go right now, I definitely wish you, as always, all kinds of luck. Let's see if we talk to you as the top 3 a little bit later on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Pete.
You got it, man. Keep it pointing in the right direction.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and get old Mr. Boehner back with his crowd and get ready to set this back on fire. You see the 23 of Jose Ruiz back there just a little bit, as well as the 8 of old Mr. Flitcroft riding that double bubble number 8 Camaro. 23 to his outside. There is the 11 of Jacob Kerr, Kyle Knapp, Jordan McGraw, Tyler Dohar, Jake Onsen, and Maxwell Castro. That's going to make your top 10 as we're getting ready to let them loose one more time. I'm actually going to ride on board with Bain. Only reason I'm not riding on board with the 17 is because he's kind of blinked once or twice. Cape says, wonder if the power went out. You know, Cape, I definitely hope not. And if that is the case, man, with all the nasty storms that have been rolling around, I wish Parker all the best, sincerely. Looks like the 17 has chosen to take the high side rule. High sides restart rule is clearly in effect. Double file all the way back as far as the eye can see. 28 down low, 17 up high, 8 down low, 23 up high. Still side by side. Boehner's going to fight for all it's worth, but on these brand new tires, these cars are wicked loose. Caution's out.
Talk to me, good footing up.
See if we can find out what this caution is for. Not 100% sure. Let's take a look at Mr. Carnathan. Nope, not there. Brendan Book. Nope, not there. Not with him anyway. Checking with Nick Roman, maybe. I'm not quite sure what that's for. Very unfortunate either way, though. Let's check with Mr. Dohar. Nope. All right, so let's bring him back live. All right, so no change for the lead. You can bet your bottom dollar that everybody will stay out. Maybe somebody in the back, if they got another set, might come on down. But I highly doubt it. But we'll actually go to the back take a look with the 64 of DJ Stagner. Kind of letting that bad boy coast. There's the 12. Okay, I thought maybe that there was an issue there, but not so much. Michael York in that 48 Cobalt machine. Good to see Mike York out here. Absolutely good to see old Alpha. All right, so guys and gals out there in chat, it's got to be about that time. Joey Jackhammer, Mike RPM, Cape, Fry Dog. Who do y'all have? I see almost 30 of you out there, and I definitely appreciate that. But come on, let me know who you got. You got Holzer, you got Boehner, you got the 23, you got the 8. You've got old Jacob Kerr in this 11. You got Kyle Knapp in his 42. Old J-Mac maybe. Can Dohar come on up and steal this? How about maybe Zach Onsen? Who do y'all got? Cape says he's rolling with Tom. You know what? That is not a bad choice. Tom has been very, very fast. And has been very aggressive as well. Toasted Gamer says, go Boehner. In that number 28 BeWater Ford Mustang. Now, guys and gals, you're not going to want to miss. January the 3rd, the the BeWater B-Fast iRacing series will kick off Monday nights right around 9 o'clock. Ladies and gents, there is a $2,000 prize pool that is being given away. Right now, I believe that there's just about 60 people registered. Nobody's going to miss the races. Everybody will get to race, whether you're in the A main race or you're in the B race. You will get to race, and it's going to be a very, very exciting series. We're going to give away cases of BeWater on stream. We're going to give you all kinds of information. Racehead 8 saying Joey Stone's going to try to rebound here. Joey Stone's going to be a little bit further in the back, I believe. There is that number 6 advanced car for Joey Stone. Let's work our way back up front because it's 17:28. They've got to be getting ready to go ahead and take that green. I believe that this is their final lap before the green flag flies one more time. Looks like they'll take it with 16 to go. So from here on out, it is all out. At this point, there's no more bottles of beer on the wall. You're looking forward to that bottle of champagne in Victory Lane. Your pit road crew, they know that they've done their job. You're out there. It's all on you from this point on. Pace car's off. Whoa, big wreck in the back. Oh, and he blinked out just as he came through. Oh, well. That's all right. We tried. All right, so now you got to figure. All right, these guys, they're on the gas, they're on the brake. They're on the gas, they're on the brake. You got to figure that the getting up, getting through the gears, wondering if you're going to be able to time that restart just right. Man, the 17 and the 28, the 8 of Tom Flitcroft and the 23 of Jose Ruiz with Jacob Kerr. Man. Yeah, Cape, I got to agree. 440 like it's rush hour. Now, when the race starts, these guys all get one fast repair. And you got to figure some of the guys in the back, they've gone ahead and already used that. Is it anybody that was just in that? Was it their second time? Are they now stuck on pit road getting their car fixed up? Who knows? We saw Nick Vroman, HD Motorsports, in the pack a little bit further back. Looks like he's sitting behind the 50 of John Honeycutt, and it looks like the front end of that Camaro is pretty clean. Not too bad. From the chase side of old Vroman's car. At the line, it's going to come to 13 to go, so these guys should take the green on 12 laps remaining. Go through the field one more time. Actually, let's try this. See how much information we've actually got to go off of. So James Holzer, and we got Jordan Bain, Tom Flitcroft, Jose Ruiz out of Sacramento, California, Jacob Kerr, Jordan McGraw, Bridgeport, Texas, Kyle Knapp, he's out of Gobles, wherever that might be, Tyler Dohar, Maxwell Castro, and Zach Onsen. That's going to be your top 10 when we get back to the restart. Get back up front with Holzer and Mr. Bain. For a minute there, the way I saw 1, 2, 3 on the bottom line, I thought maybe because of 2 consecutive cautions, they were calling a single file restart. I'm glad they didn't. So yeah, flagman's up there still waving that yellow, and when they come back around, that should be the green flag. Taking a look at the field, it looks like everybody up to 31st is on the lead lap. So out of 43 cars, not too many are out, and still have 30 plus cars on the lead lap. 17 of James Holzer leading, Jordan Bain sitting out there in P2. Joey Jackhammer says, Stone looking for that rebound, charging hard. Absolutely. Cape says, y'all have fun, gotta get to bed, keep it clean, keep it safe, care about each other. Fry Dog sending the love, saying, night, Cape. All right, so here we go. Above, take a look from the chopper. 17 gets a great restart. Jordan Bain on the outside didn't spin his tires either. Looks like Jose Ruiz might have spun him a little bit. That made the 34 check up as well. Looks caution's out. Looks like John Honeycutt might be the unfortunate problem here. Yeah, Jordan Honeycutt got tagged from the outside, and that collected several, including the 95. But it looks like the worst was caused to that number 50. It's actually let's see if we can't actually go on board with the 50 for that. Oh, nope, too far back. Okay, let's see. Here's from Ryan Pinnell. That's already after the fact. There you go, from John Honeycutt. Oh, just tagged from the inside. Couldn't do anything about it. You see the 95 primetime colors of Nick Roman in that as well. Honeycutt hard on the brakes trying to save it. No dice. Good thing, though, he didn't go down and collect a whole lot of the rest of the field, so great job by Honeycutt not to collect the entire back half of the field. We're going to whoa him up and slow him up one more time. Awesome Mama Bear out there. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, Joey Jackhammer, I agree. So many cautions after that caution. I think the patience may have gone out the window. Everybody's trying to get everything they can on these restarts because they know exactly how hard it is to pass once you get spread out. Let's go back and see if we can't pick up on Vroman. Vroman sitting right now in P27. I believe he started in P number 5. So yeah, down 22 spots. Very unfortunate, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, yep, he went on down pit road and got that number 95 Camaro all fixed up. Let's see if we can't take a look at his right side. Yeah, he's been down pit road, got that thing straight. Good thing for him, he wasn't involved in anything earlier, so now he can really try to charge hard. They'll probably take the green flag with 6 laps to go, and he's got to really hope that he can get past all these lap down cars and anybody else that might be damaged in a real hurry. And don't forget, on these green flag starts, if you can time the restart carefully, you can actually pass some guys on that outside. I agree, Red. They've got to go on the leader or are going to have this every time. I agree with you 100%. Back up front with Holzer and Bain. Holzer looks like this time he might try that inside line. Dr. Bush, hey man, thank you very much. I'm glad that you came out to hang out and keep us company so far, bud. It is a great race. I believe the first caution was the first 20 laps was pretty much caution free. Then they ran another stint. Somebody had an issue coming off pit road right next to Joey Stone, and the car just stopped, caused another caution to come out. And since then, they've had some issues getting up and getting going. But Dr. Bush, thanks for checking in, sir. Definitely appreciate you, man. I think I saw recently on Facebook you got a win on the ENEA side. Congratulations there, man. All right, so one more time. It's going to be Holzer, Bain, Jacob Kerr, Thomas Flitcroft, Kyle Knapp, Jose Ruiz, Brendan Book, Maxwell Castro, Jordan McGraw, and Tyler Dohar. That is going to be your top 10. And going back from Dohar, I mean, he's got a lot to look at, but looks like we're going to be going green. 17:28.8. Got to time this right. Here we go. We'll go back to the chopper one more time. See what we can see. There we go from Tom looking underneath the 28 of Jordan Bain. The 11 up on the high side behind that 28. Looks like Jose Ruiz down on the inside. 42 is going to try to look underneath the 11. Right now, Holzer has to absolutely love what he's seeing. They are side by side, 3 rows deep. 8, 28, 42, 11, 23, and the 5. Bain snagged that outside wall, but had the sense to go ahead and keep it. But that looks like the 11 might have gotten tagged. That's going to bring him around, and he's going to wreck. Caution's out one more time. Go back from Jose. Oh, Jose just had nowhere to go after the 11 and 28 made contact. And it looks like a few more may have piled in, but very, very unfortunate for Jose. Just a casualty of where he was. It's right on board with Jacob Locklear. Much bigger of a wreck behind. And that is going to cause massive problems. That 84 went for a spin cycle in that Elvis Presley throwback. I've actually got that die cast sitting right here. Very, very unfortunate for all those guys. Let's go ahead and bring it on back up again. So now I know somebody before picked old Tom Flitcroft. I know somebody before picked Tom. I think it might have actually been Cape, and he is gone if I'm not mistaken. All right, so looking at the laps, 7th caution, 3 to go. This will be a green-white checker. Joey Jackhammer says his pick is in the back running for the win. If I'm not mistaken, your pick was Joey Stone. Well, guess what? Joey Stone's not quite in the back. And if we take a look around his car, let's see if he missed that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Your pick is back in the running. Okay, my bad. But you're 100% right. Yep, Joey Stone is absolutely back in the running. So, how about this? Tyler Dohar, all right? James Holzer, Flitcroft, Kyle Knapp, Jordan Bain, Brendan Book, Bain, I guess, decided he's going to go ahead and keep it out on track unless the scoring just hadn't updated yet. But Brendan Book, Maxwell Castro, Jordan McGraw, Joey Stone, Tyler Dohar, and Zach Onsen. There's a few new people in there, running in some different places. Not too bad. From the 8 of Flitcroft. with hopefully this last caution. Definitely got to thank everybody over at FilterTime, both Blake Koch and Dale Jr. And appreciate everything that they do for the FilterTime eSpark Xfinity Series, hydrated by BeWater. Definitely big thanks to those guys. '17 rocking them back and forth just a little bit. I gotta imagine though, after a couple of green flag laps and this cool down, another green flag lap and the cool down, the heat cycle on these cars got to be getting kind of interesting. That might be why we're seeing so many people have issues on these restarts, and then also trying to get that thing to turn in. Yeah, absolutely. Have 40 people trying to time this restart to get up and get going and get gone as quickly as possible. Again, 17 of Holzer, Flitcroft on that outside, 42. We are back under green. Doesn't look like anybody on the front row spun, and we are up and away. Looks like Tom's going to be able to come on down, seal the deal in front of that 42. That's going to put Kyle Knapp back to P3. Brendan Book now P4. Jordan Bain up on the high side, but he's got some damage to the front end of that BeWater Ford. Here comes the 42 and the 5 of Brendan Book. All able to get on by Jordan Bain. He's going to fall back a few more spots. Maxwell Castro is going to be the next one to look under. We're going to go on up to the leader and see exactly, does Tom Flitcroft have anything for this number 17 Race Energy Camaro? So far, coming through 1 and 2, the answer is no. All the way down the backstretch, big old push. 42 giving it a shove, still nothing there. Tom going to try to keep it high, wide, and handsome, keeping the throttle as much as possible. No dice. 17 is going to come across the start stripe. He's going to win race number 2. Great job. Running order going to be Holzer, Flitcroft, Knapp, Book, Stone, Dohar, Pinnell, Castro, McGraw, and Henderson. Great job, your top 10. Couple of buddies here saying congratulations. Oh, you hear those downshifts. He's going to get back to that start stripe, and you can bet Mr. Holzer is going to light him up. I've seen Mr. Holzer do this quite a few times in different series. Tyler Dohar coming up, get a front row look at what's going on here. Oh, Mr. Flitcroft's going to go ahead and join him, and it's a demolition derby at the start stripe. Burn him down all the way backwards. Can he get the full Polish victory lap without stopping? Coming through the beginning of the trial, you see the front wheels turn to the right. He's trying to keep them lit up. Still got him going. Going in turn 4. On the banking, not quite able to hold it. Great job, Holzer. All right, ladies and gents, we are going to take a quick little break here. We're going to get our top 3 live in the booth, and we will be right back. Maybe he's not done. Nope, Holzer says I am not done. That 17 Raise Energy Camaro was pristine, coming across the start stripe to grab the checkers. There are a few people in practice and pre-race that says, watch out, Holzer is very, very good here. And he went ahead and proved it. Back into that Camaro's all jacked up now. I don't think he can carry top speed even if he wanted to. Blow it up. One more. There you go, buddy.
I'm just here to help you.
Well, right now, Dohar, we are watching this 17. He's not done. Well, I saw you and Flitcroft go ahead and join him. Well, now he's got victory. He's got these victory burnouts all to himself at the start stripe. Man, the 17 was pretty bad fast all race long.
Yeah, he was. James came prepared today. He's been hosting a lot of practice sessions for everybody. You really saw it take hold there in the first, 3 quarters of the race there. The guys did an excellent job. Got a little sloppy there at the end. We'll clean it up, but, those guys did fantastic. James really came out with a fast car. Jordan Bain, he was able to capitalize on the issues Jordan Bain had because it looked like he was going to go for a twofer. So overall, good race. I say, Pete, let's bring in P3. I think that was Kyle.
Yep. Give me 1 second. Getting back there right now.
I'm gonna move him in here.
All right,
I'll get him ready.
All right, go ahead.
I'll butter him up.
All right, there you go.
All right. We're putting some makeup on Kyle Knapp. There we go.
All right, Kyle Knapp, it's repeat in the booth, buddy. Top 3 tonight. One hell of a race after the first and second cautions came out. It seemed like it was going to be pretty green. And then, of course, caution later, things start to go hectic. Did you feel this top 3 coming on? Did you feel like you kept the car where you needed to be in order to get here? Talk us through your race, please.
Yeah, we got kind of lucky there. I think halfway through the race, we pitted a little early and got lucky. We literally just got back on the lead lap when the caution came out again, and we pitted with all the leaders again. And then, yeah, once that last caution came out before the string of cautions, we were sitting pretty good, and I was definitely better on the short run than I was the long run. So I was kind of liking them cautions coming. So 4 or 5 laps, we would have been golden. But that green-white checker, it was hard to catch the top 2, but me and Brendan had a pretty fun little battle. Yeah, it was a good race.
Well, man, it was absolutely a lot of fun to watch. Went through the top 10 a few times during those cautions. Kept seeing you and kept saying your name. Congratulations on this top 3. It's absolutely going to help you after your race at Daytona last week. You're looking forward to next week, sir.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right, man. Well, definitely looking forward to that as well. We will see you then. We're going to go ahead and pull old Tom into the booth and see what Mr. Flitty has to say. Tom, Mr. Flitty, of course, Flitcroft. It's Pete. You got me, bud.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Tom, when was the last time you and I had this kind of a scenario, talking to you about a great finish in the booth after a great race?
Oh my God, you say it like I've lost my touch.
No, man. I
have.
I have. It's true,
man.
No, it's great to be here, man. How'd you like the race?
Dude, absolutely love the race. Plenty of people out there in chat keeping things rolling. You actually were I believe it might have been more than a Capes pick to go ahead and grab the W. So pretty close on that. This is going to be a great rebound after the issue last week at Daytona with that first big one. I hate to bring that up, but man, a P2 is going to be it's going to really help you get back good in the standings this early still in the season.
Yeah, definitely. The first race, everyone was a little excited. I was timid down there, just happy to be up front, and things happen, and we definitely had a crappy race, the first race, and I tore up quite a few cars. But, on a funny note, I'm pretty sure that's the biggest wreck I've ever caused in eSpark history. So there's that. But more to the positive side of tonight, this was a much, much better night. We had some good green flag runs there towards the beginning. Towards the end, obviously, there were a lot of cautions, but I felt like I had a decent car overall, probably top 10. If those other guys didn't have those the troubles that they did, there were a lot of fast cars out there. But all in all, to come home second, I'm more than satisfied. And I guess for Cape, I should have just drove it in as hard as I possibly could into 3 and just give old Big John the bumper and see what happened. But no, he deserved it. He led a lot of laps, and it was a good race, like I said, to come home second. So very proud of that, and like I said, hopefully everybody else enjoyed the race.
Yeah, I don't think Big John would have appreciated if you cracked open that can of Raised Energy prematurely. We know what you needed last week at Daytona. You needed more cars. Tonight we had a 43-car star-studded field. Last week we only had 39. You needed those few extra in order to get this podium. Congratulations, Tom. Good to talk to you again, and we will see you next week, sir.
Awesome. Thanks, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and bring on old Mr. Holzer, Big John, into the booth. Mr. Holzer, I hate to interrupt the conversation you were having with the one and only HD Motorsports about your W. Buddy, we waited forever for you to finish burning it down. You put that Raised Energy Camaro in victory lane. I don't think there was a shred of tire left on it. You were bad fast all night long. When did you know you had the race set up to come on and be possibly be the first one to see those checkers?
The race-defining moment was that pit stop there. Once the first one when we had the caution, never forgetting the big string of cautions at the end, came in third and had an excellent pit stop, and we came out first. Bane's incredibly good here, and just had to have the track position on him for sure. That was a key moment where I knew I had a chance. Still was going to be about defending, and our short run speed wasn't as great as everybody else's per se. We were just more or less conserving too at the beginning, in those early runs, and just let it come back to us. But did what we had to do, just kept the clean air, and then just nailing all those restarts at the end, with all the tire spins, pretty difficult. So just trying to manage that, and luckily we got it done on one green white checkered there, and we were able to park it in victory lane.
Well, man, being a Raised Energy insider and ambassador, I was definitely pulling for you. Glad you left that can of Raised uncracked until the very, very end. Absolutely hope you enjoy it. In pre-race, a lot of guys were saying you were going to be fast here tonight. You definitely proved them right. Rock NASCAR out there in chat saying congratulations, Holzer. Same thing from me, buddy. Congratulations on the W.
Thanks so much. Before I cut out here, I just want to thank you guys. Just want to thank you, Repeat, up in the booth, doing a fantastic job. Just starting to take on iRacing. These broadcasts are killer, and I got to thank FilterTime and BeWater for being the sponsors for the league. Pretty awesome to have them on board here, and then just got to thank JP Designs, Raised Energy, Butt Kicker, and Laurel Auto Group for being on the car.
There you go. Tyler Dohar, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring you in now, sir. All right, so with about 19, 20 laps in, first caution came out. Second caution that came out, you might want to go back and take a look at. 6 and the 18 were coming off pit road. I believe it was the second caution. They came off pit road, and the 18 just pulled into the inside wall. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but from there on out, it tended to be, it was yellow after yellow with a couple laps in between. There was actually somebody out here in chat saying you had to be getting pissed. How did you hold your composure during that rash of yellows?
Oh, I don't know that we held it too well, Pete, but for starters, I do want to thank all the guys because I was very scared going into this race. I saw it in practice a lot. Atlanta is a very tough track.
Yep.
And a couple of guys were kind of making like their first big starts today. But I mean, they're talented guys, so I went out on a flyer and just, let them kind of loose. I didn't put any restrictions on them or anything. I just say, you go out there and do what you know how to do best. And they did a fantastic job, to be honest with you. I was very glad that we got the first, 15 or so laps in green. Everybody was pretty responsive to whenever there was crashing or wrecks. They were very courteous to each other. The second wreck, that was more a byproduct of guys coming on fresher tires that were maybe multiple laps down, racing guys that were still out there on older tires, not being patient. I addressed that pretty quick. The third yellow, that's the one where we're still researching it right now, trying to figure out what happened. We believe Josh Parker had a wheel issue because he dropped out of the race immediately after.
Gotcha.
But the sim brought out all cautions today. So that was on the sim. It felt the need to bring out a yellow there for Josh. That's no fault of his. He was coming off a pit road, loud pedal on, and the wheel wasn't going, so he kindly backed out of the race.
There you go.
After that, it was just guys getting very aggressive on restarts. I had to yell at them in chat. And then the third restart yellow there was just Jose was trying to shift and it wouldn't shift up. That happens. That's going to happen when guys are wrecking continuously. So you can't get mad at stuff like that. And then the wreck after was just guys kind of being aggressive. We finally got to turn 3, and chaos erupted from there. But overall, I'm very pleased with these guys. I mean, this is the second time they've ever been on a racetrack all together in one. There was 43 of them, a lot of anxiety, a lot of excitement. So I'm very excited for what they brought to the table. I think there's a lot of good things that we can improve from as an admin staff. We're going to try to look at maybe a little bit altered restart procedure to kind of help alleviate some future issues. So I'm really excited for it. I just got to, I got to thank Blake really quick from FilterTime, of course, the BeWater folks for coming on board, and then DTF dropped the flag, and Sean and his company for coming aboard late in the season. Drop the flag swag. So if you guys get a chance to check him out, get in touch with him. He's Scott Hall for life if you remember him from Xbox.
Absolutely.
So, appreciate him from coming on board. Of course, you, Pete, my admins. We're gonna work tirelessly and keep getting it better. But back to you, Pete.
Definitely. And Gohar, before you go, you mentioned bringing in a whole bunch of new people. I got to give a great big shout out to the one and only Josh Harbin, or Bear. The guy literally just tuned in last night, turned his first few laps with Red and a couple others to make sure that he was ready. I talked to him pre-race, and he said he really just wanted to get seat time, knew he wasn't going to be competitive, and I think he ran all the laps and only ended up 4 laps down. Out of 120 laps, big shout out to the Bear.
Absolutely. It's Atlanta's quite the, no pun intended, bear of a track to make your debut at. So credit to Josh for hanging in there. He did great when he was in lap traffic. He wasn't an issue for anybody else. And same to Corey Rathgeb, who was making his first league start. He hasn't been on the service in a couple months, so he came back for this race, and it was awesome to see. So appreciate those guys taking the time to come out and race with us.
There you go. All right, ladies and gents, again, big thank you to Blake Koch and Dale Jr. with FilterTime for sponsoring the FilterTime eSpark Xfinity Series, hydrated by the one and only BeWater. We will see you next week. Man, can't wait for it. And again, big thank you to everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company. Congratulations one more time to the one and only Mr. Holzer on the W. So far, Boehner, Holzer, 2 winners, 2 weeks. Will we have a third next week? Come on out, tune in. We'll see you then.